So in this video I want to share with you how sticking to tiny little commitments can have a huge effect on your life. And I just spoke to a friend of mine and he shared how he was hit by some kind of serious, not serious, but kind of severe incidences in his business, and something that could definitely throw you back. Like one of his business partners, he decided to drop out of the business, which brings a lot of challenges to the business now, and some potential lawsuit that is there. So something that could be a serious challenge, and you might know this in your life. You might face challenges daily, maybe a breakup, maybe other relationship issues, maybe a threat in your career, in your job, in your business. And oftentimes, we think, oh my god, why is this happening to me? It shouldn't be happening. Is this the end? And we let this thing, this outside event, we let it pull us down. And the big question is this: how can you deal with it in the best possible way so that it doesn't affect you, or it doesn't affect you in a permanent way? And this idea that these things, these events, they shouldn't happen is completely flawed. That's just the nature of life, that these things happen. And so the first step is always to accept and recognize that these kind of events, they will always happen, no matter what we do. And if you look at all the successful people in the world, and I don't mean just successful in terms of business or money, but like who live a good life, who are happy, satisfied, who grow every day, they all face challenges. There's no such thing as, no problems, no challenges. And so the difference is just that they're able to deal with it. They accept them, they do their best, and they move on. And now back to the original statement that one tiny little commitment can have a huge impact in your life, on your resilience, is that, so my friend and I, we talked about how we made like these mini commitments in terms of habits that we're building right now. And these include, getting up at a certain time, sticking to a certain morning routine where you do small little exercises in the morning. It could be meditation, it could be yoga, it could be some other ritual that you do to make sure that you start the day in the best possible way. It could be to take a cold shower, and they don't have to be big things, tiny little things that when your alarm clock bells, that's a big one. You don't hit the snooze button, but you get up. Maybe you do some quick exercise just to get your body, your circulation flowing. And now the interesting thing is, I don't want to talk about the effect of these habits on your life in a general way. That of course it's good if you meditate, of course it's good the cold showers, like all of these things, they have a very direct impact on your life, in the sense that they help your body to perform on the best level, your mind to perform on the best level. All these things by itself have a very intrinsic value. But there's one more thing which I want you to direct your attention to, which is that it builds in a tremendous amount of confidence if you stick to the commitments that you make. It's incredible. And my friend also just shared this, that because he is right now building his habits, he's sticking to these mini commitments on a daily basis, We have our accountability group where we hold each other accountable. We have our mastermind going. Because he's doing these little things on a consistent basis every day, it makes him feel super confident that whatever life throws at him, he's able to deal with. And that's the same thing that I experience. You know, I have a lot of commitments going right now, commitments to myself and to my accountability group, to my accountability partner. In terms of how I live my life, what I do each day, and things that I do on a weekly basis, things that I do in terms of my goals. And the fact that I'm sticking to them, it gives an incredible amount of confidence in the sense that, it's like you can take on almost anything. Because if you build certain habits and, you do certain things, good things will come out of it inevitably in the mid or long term. So this effect is really amazing, and I encourage you to try this out. Start small with small commitments, but do them consistently. And you will get direct benefits, and you will get this indirect benefit, which is that you will build, super strong resilience and confidence that no matter what happens, it doesn't affect you so much. You're still able to move on, and you're still able to, be joyful in the process, because anything that happens to you, you just consider it as one more challenge that life presents to you as an opportunity for your growth. And it's like, oh yeah, thank you for this. What am I gonna do with this now? How am I gonna turn this around? What can I do to make the best out of it? And with this approach, it's like life becomes like, more playful, more joyful, and it's a completely different, way to live in my experience. So try this out. Make a small commitment today and write it down. Use some method to keep track of it. There's so many cool tools I spoke in my previous videos about. You can use an accountability partner to hold each other accountable. All these tools I spoke about. And if you want to make this happen in your life, then start now, because that's one more thing. If you want to become an action taker, you have to train your mind to become an action taker. So when you think about I should do something, take one first small action right away, right now, and don't just make long plans in the future. Those are also important, but it's important that you condition your mind, that your mind understands, okay, I'm not fooling around, I'm an action taker. So when you decide, okay, this is something I want to start with one action that you take right away, one small thing. So in this case, the action that I want you to take is, if you want to try this out, then as your first commitment, write something down in the comments. What are you gonna do? Could be something that you want to do daily, on a daily basis. Could be something that you want to do on a weekly basis. Could be something that you want to do once right now because you have postponed it so long. Maybe you want to call someone, solve some issue, speak to someone, or you want to implement a daily habit. Whatever it is, write it in the comments now. This is the first statement of commitment that you make, and then you take it from there. So yeah, guys, this is how, making small commitments to yourself and sticking to them can help you to build tremendous amount of resilience and confidence in your life and enjoy life, to be, make it more playful and less serious. And leave a comment now, let me know what's your first mini commitment, and give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and I see you next week. Bye guys.